Hello everybody and welcome to Art at Home, where we're going to be working on another art project today. Today we're going to be making portraits, but these portraits are not going to look like regular portraits. So we're going to go over our objectives and then we're going to talk some more about the project we're working on. Our objectives for today are: students will interpret the story a work of art is telling, students will use art to tell a story, and students will create art using different shapes. So today we're going to be making some art, but before we do that, we're going to spend some time looking at art. So we're going to look at some works of art like these. So the first work of art we're going to look at is called Fruit Basket. So take a look at this work of art. What does it look like to you? What can you identify in this work of art? So take some time to look at it and see if you can identify 10 things in this work of art. Now we're going to change things up. What if I told you this art we've been looking at has been upside down the whole time? The correct way to look at this image is actually with the basket on the top. Now it looks like a face wearing a hat. This is an example of something called a grotesque portrait. So today we're going to talk about what grotesque portrait means. Grotesque means a very ugly creature or image, something distorted or changed in a funny way. So let's look at this work of art again, this time thinking about it like it's a face. What does this artwork look like to you now? What can you identify? How are the foods in this picture being used to make the parts of his face? Here's another grotesque portrait. Take a look at this man. What does he look like to you? What can you identify? Sometimes the objects in a portrait help tell us a story. This picture is called The Librarian. What does this look like to you? What can you identify in this picture? How do the objects tell a story about the person in this picture? Here's another example that tells a story. This painting is called The Waiter. What does this look like to you? What can you identify? And what story does this picture tell? So to make this project, you can make this either by drawing your artwork or by using found objects. So if you get coupons like this that have pictures of food on them in the mail, you can use these pictures of food to make your art. So I have here these food coupons that I'm going to cut out. I'm going to zoom in on this avocado because I like this one. And so I'm just going to use my scissors to cut out this avocado shape. So once I've got this shape, I can cut out some more food. I see these grapes and I like these, so I'm going to cut these guys out to use in my artwork. I liked this strawberry, so I'm just going to quickly cut out this strawberry to add. Ta-da! Alright, so if you are going to make this as a drawing, you are going to need to gather together some drawing materials. So I have here my food cutouts that I already made, and I'm going to see if I can start making a face out of my food cutouts. I'm also going to add to my artwork by using this pen. So I'm going to start out with my cutouts. Look at what I got, and I really like these eggs. I think these eggs look like eyes. So I'm going to put these eyes right here, and I think my avocado looks a lot like a nose. So I'm going to arrange those, and it's starting to look like a face. Now I have some glue. So if you have glue at home, you're going to start gluing these down, dot, dot, not a lot. So just little bits of glue, little dots all around. You don't need a lot. And just pat it down. If you don't have any glue, that's fine. So for this avocado, I'm not going to use any glue. I'm just going to lay it still. And when I take a picture of my artwork later, it's not going to matter. So the same thing with these grapes. I'm not going to bother gluing them down. I'm just going to lay them still. And I think they look kind of like hair. So I'm going to arrange my grapes to be hair. Now I want to give my person a mouth, but I don't have any food that I think looks like a mouth. So I'm just going to draw one. I'm going to use my pen. And I'm going to draw a watermelon mouth here on my food guide. And I have these two crayons, so I'm going to use my crayons to just fill them in. I like using crayons, so I have a bunch of these at home. Whatever you have at home is fine. If you want to use color pencils or markers or a regular pencil to color in any kind of drawings you do, you can use whatever you like to color them in. So I'm just going to finish it up to make sure I have good level 4 coloring with my green crayon. And I've got a watermelon mouth. So I'm going to add some more things to my face with this pen. I don't have any food shapes that look like ears, so I'm just going to draw an ear. I don't have any food shapes to make the outside of his face, so I'm just going to draw the outside of his face. I'm going to arrange these extra food shapes I have down here. Maybe they're like his shirt. I'm going to add some freckles onto him. And I want to give him some eyebrows because eyebrows are really important. So I'm going to use my pen to add some eyebrows onto his face. And I want to give him some more hair, but I don't have any more grapes cut out. So I'm just going to use my pen and draw some more grapes. So you take a picture and you're finished. So if you are using found objects to make your art, you want to gather your found objects together. Small toys make good found objects. Things like twist ties or rubber bands work good. I got some mail, and these came in the mail. I found some pennies, hairpins. You can ask if you can use the silverware and then wash it before you put it away. So if you're allowed to go outside, there are more found objects we can collect outside. You can collect leaves, sticks, these things, grass, flowers, these guys, pebbles, clovers, and whatever else you find. So I'm gonna start out with my food shapes that I cut out. I have these 2 avocados, and to me, these look like 2 eyes. I'm going to use these grapes as my eyebrows. I'm going to go in with this leaf that I found, and that's going to be the nose. I found these hairpins, and I'm going to put some of these hairpins together to make a nice big smile, because I think he's a happy, friendly person. I have this grass, and I'm going to use the grass to be the outline of his face. And I found these spiky pinecone gumball things, and I'm going to use these on top to be his hair. So take a picture when you're done, and you've got a face. Now remember, when you are sending me your artwork, you're going to go into the purple Google form like this. You're going to select who your teacher is. You're going to write down what your name is. I need your first name and your last name. And you're going to answer some of these questions. So what is the name of your artwork? I want to know what the title of your art is, like how we looked at the waiter or the librarian. I want to know what the art's name is. Then I want you to think about, what was your favorite part of this artwork? Was there something you did that was your favorite? Was there a part that you made that was your favorite? Then you're going to upload a picture so that I can see your art. And submit the form to me. So that is all the instructions for today. By the end, you should have a grotesque portrait kind of like this one. I cannot wait to see what all of your grotesque portraits look like. So remember to upload them into the Google form with your name and what class you're in so I can see it and I can give it a grade. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoy being creative at home. Bye!